Going to solve these systems of equations by elimination, and we're looking to eliminate or get rid of one of the variables. And in order to do that, you have to kind of have opposites. So right here, I can see that I have a negative 5y and a positive 5y. And I'm just going to kind of work vertically. I'm going to go straight down here. Those are going to eliminate. They're going to essentially cancel each other out. That's going to leave me with 4x equals 8. So 6 and negative 2x would give me 4x, and 17 and negative 9 would give me 8. Divide by 4, divide by 4, x equals 2. Man, that was easy. Once again, all these answers with systems of equations are in an ordered pair. It's going to be where those graphs cross each other, where they intersect that. So this is a graph and this is a graph, and we're looking for the point of intersection, the solution for both of those. So I've got x equals 2, and I'm going to punch that back into one of those. I'm going to do the top one. So I got 6 times 2 minus 5y equals 17. That's 12 minus 5y equals 17. I'm going to subtract the 12 over. I think that gives me 5. I think y is negative 1. 2 negative 1 would be the solution to that system of equations. And if I were to get on Desmos and look at, that's the other Desmos. If I were to look at Desmos, right here, I have that first graph. I got a lot of graphs up here, but I have the two color ones right here. 6x minus 5 equals 17, and negative 2x plus 5y equals negative 9. They are intersecting right there at 2, negative 1. Okay. We'll look at the next two here in just a second. So I've got negative 5x minus 3y equals 7, and 10x plus 7y equals negative 18. So, on that last one, those negative 5 and 5y, that was really easy. This one, it's not as easy, but I could rewrite that top equation to kind of help me out. So if I were to rewrite that top equation, I could multiply both sides of that equation by 2. I really could multiply by any number. The 2 is really convenient, though, because when I multiply that equation by 2, that would leave me with negative 10x minus 6y equals 14. And if I bring down this second equation, that's 10x plus 7y equals negative 18. So now I can kind of see what I can eliminate. That's those negative 10x and 10x over there. But, those are kind of gone now. Negative 6y plus 7y, that's going to be 1y equals negative 4. And that goes where the y value goes. And I'm going to punch it into that bottom one. I've got 10x plus 7 times negative 4 equals negative 18. That's 10x minus 28 equals negative 18. When you add the 28 over, you get positive 10. That's x equals 1. So that should be the solution to that system of equations, or the point where those two lines intersect. So let's go over here to Desmos. Maybe click on the right one this time. So here are my two graphs. I've got negative 5x minus 3y equals 7, and I've got 10x plus 7y equals negative 18. My solution over here was 1, negative 4. So I go over here to 1 and then down here to negative 4. Look at there. That's right where they cross at. So let's look at the last problem I've got on here. This one, it's not obvious. There's not like on that first problem. I don't have a 5y, negative 5y. I also don't have something, like this one. I was like, oh, I can just multiply that one by 2. That'd be real easy. And so when you have something like this, you're going to have to multiply both equations. It doesn't matter, there's not really a right, there are some wrong answers, but there are several right answers. And when I look at this, you could multiply this top one by 5 and this one by 2. And if you were to multiply this top one by 5 and this one by 2, that's going to get rid of your x values, because that would give you 10x up top and then negative 10x on the bottom. You could, though, multiply this top one by 2 and this bottom one by 3. And if you did that, when you distributed, you would get 6y and negative 6y. So there are, right and wrong answers, but there's a bunch of different answers. So let's just multiply by the front ones. Let's do this. Let's do this one by 5 and this one by 2. Don't forget to multiply both sides of the equation. So the top one, I've got 10x plus 15y equals -5. On the bottom, I've got negative 10x minus 4y equals 16. Eliminated x. This would be 11y equals 11. Divide by 11, y equals 1. My y value is 1. And I can punch 1 back into any of those. I'm going to do the top one. 2x plus 3 times 1 equals -1. That would be 2x plus 3 equals -1. I'm going to subtract that 3 over. That would be -4. And then divide by 2. That leaves me with x equals -2. So that is my solution. So hopefully when we come over here to Desmos, we get a -2, 1 as my solution. Somebody typed something in incorrectly. This bottom one is 8. That's why. -2, 1. Right there. -2, 1 is where those lines intersect. Also, someone take notice that Desmos is smart enough just to graph these things. You don't have to rewrite them in y equals mx plus b form. Like, it's smart enough to graph those whether you've written it in y equals mx plus b form or not.